All right. Neighborhood Picks back in the building. We got a couple shows going on. This is our Thursday show. We're traveling this week. We got a lot to do, but first, I wanted to welcome my main man Ryan Patterson back on the podcast for today. Welcome.
What's up, brother? Oh shit!
How you doing? Listen, got a question for you. We did our fantasy. I want to take a little look into the games coming into week 5, right? This is week 5 coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Now, the Broncos, the first 3 games of the season, scored 43 total points. They went to the Raiders week 4 as a favorite. They lost. So they were shitty. They went in as a favorite and lost, but they're a 3-point favorite against the Colts on Thursday night. And they just lost their best running back. To me, sounds like a stinker. The Colts beat the Chiefs. The Broncos be favorite.
I don't know. I don't understand, maybe just because they're home, and I think maybe it's that 3-point favorites shit, that they're just a home team, because I think both teams just kind of like they're there, but they're not. They're both just fringe playoff teams. I don't think Russ is cooking shit. I don't think Matt Ryan's cooking shit either. I know the over-under is 43. I just think it's like just a game where I just don't see a lot of offense. I kind of see, like you said, a stinker of a game.
Just do you agree or disagree on the line? They're 3-point favorite. They got them as a pick 'em, I guess.
Yeah, it's basically a pick 'em.
I think
it could be a little closer. Is that Vegas town saying something on why that the Broncos are 3-point favorite?
Well, they're kind of saying it's a toss-up, and with no Javonte Williams, and they're not sure if Jonathan Taylor's playing yet, so that's a big thing. So we're going to see about that.
But just look at all the games, though, like just jumping ahead of those, looking at all the games, I just feel like this week is just very murky. I just don't see
a hard week.
Clear. I see a lot of teams that I don't think that are that good, that are proving themselves, are getting a lot, like giving a lot of points too. Like, you know, is there any throughout the weekend that jump out to you that are just giving a lot of points, some favorites?
I'll tell you what, you're not seeing the road dogs like you did in the beginning. Vegas is adjusting. I'm looking at home favorites. Remember how many road dogs we've been counting for last season? This home favorites: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 home favorites. Looks like the NFL smartening up. You can't keep throwing these dogs on the road. Look, like case in point, you made Buffalo the fucking favorite. You sent them to Baltimore. They won, but they didn't cover. Because they had no business laying 4 on the road to Lamar.
I agree. No business. No.
These lines are fogged up. Now,
what's another little funky to you?
Packers, Giants. Packers, no explosion. We got our first sunny day in London in 38 years. I'm expecting a dreary fog like usual. I'm expecting a heavy dose of Saquon. And I don't know if the Packers are going to explode. We play everybody tough. If we could compete with Derrick Henry and come back at 13 down against them a couple weeks ago, why can't we compete with the Packers in London? Why not?
Daniel Jones, we might have Jake Fromm as quarterback, so we don't know what's going on with that.
That's the answer. I wanted to see if you were going to say that. That's the answer.
I mean, they don't know what's going on. Just like I think the Bills are a 14-point favorite against Pittsburgh and Kenny Pickett. You know, like that's
exactly.
A lot of
14 points. Kenny Pickett. I love saying Kenny Pickett.
I don't know.
It's Freddie Kitchens and Kenny.
He looked like a deer in headlights on some plays again that game. He looked like he looked a little frantic out there.
It was his first game, so I'm going to give him a little bit of leeway. But you still got Najee, who runs 38 times for 62 yards every game.
Oh, yeah.
2.7 yards a carry. But why is the rookie receivers going up? His trending. Did somebody get hurt in receivers for Pittsburgh? The kid is going up big time.
No.
All the trending.
It just looks good.
Pickens. Right. I'll tell you what's jumping out at me.
The
Packers Giants. Too much.
What?
In a teaser type format, if you give me the Giants with the 9 points, and I could do a two-team teaser, add 6. I'll take the Giants. That 9 would go right to 15. That would be 1 point more than 2 touchdowns, which is very important in betting. I would probably go with since Russ cooked 43 points in 3 games and then just lost to Denver, I would go Colts +9, Giants +16, 15
And
just to
what about
start
the
the week.
Cardinals? The Cardinals and the Eagles. What about that
Oh,
game?
I love that too, but I was thinking Thursday night, Sunday morning, like the quick money grab, then start. You know what I mean?
It's not that much of leeway because the London game ends right as the 1 o'clock. You're
I
not really
know.
to bet anything
When the
with it.
London game ended last week, I only had like 30 minutes to get my shit together. So yeah, you're right. What do you think? Hey, divisional games like Vikings Bears. We know how shitty the Bears look, but they did beat the Niners. The Vikings, we always believe in them, but are the Vikings a team that can cover a 7? Seven's a
Seven,
big number for a team that makes a lot of mistakes.
that's a lot, and we saw them almost give the game away 3 times last week against the Saints. Like I know it was in London, but I mean the Vikings are just 7 points, man. That's a full touchdown. Like I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings had to pull one out and they like maybe win by 5.
Oh man, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Like
You got
or like a little more than a touchdown, they just score late. I don't know. Like covering 7, like
these are weird games this week. You got New England, who's got the Italian kid Zappa. Is that his name?
yeah, Zappa playing the
It is
Lions.
Zappa.
Yeah, Zappy or something,
Well,
Zeppeli.
I turn it into Italian, even if he's not. You know, my father for 13 years swore
Zeppeli.
Tony Romo was Italian. Then one day I'm walking into work when I was teaching in Patterson, and it was Spanish Heritage Month, and there was a picture of Tony Romo on the wall. So I went back home. I said, "Hey, Dad, Tony Romo's not Italian. Don't tell me he's Italian. That kid's the fucking best. He's Italian." I said, "Dad, he's on the poster for Spanish Heritage Month in school."
Hero.
No, no, no. That must be a mistake. He's Italian. My father takes credit for everybody if he's Italian, even if it sounds generally.
That
I just
Italian.
had to put that in.
Yeah. He loves the Patriots now.
Hey, yeah. Now, Patriots 3 over the Lions. Both banged up. Jared Goff, top 5 in fantasy, overall points. Goff. What do you think? Is Acomodius St. Brown playing?
I don't know if St. Brown Soup is playing. I don't
Raman. I can't say that name.
from St. Brown.
Rama St. Brahma.
I know he's something else. I don't know. That game's funky. I
Funky
know.
game. That's a stay away game.
I don't know, man. That's a funky. The Saints. Who are the Saints playing again? That's another funky game, right? The
Saints are
Saints.
playing the Seahawks.
So it's just a
Saints
funky.
are down. Jameis just had a week off. He's tasting his dubs. I still don't trust them. Kamara, a little banged up. Ingram is their savior. Olave's their man. Michael Thomas is banged up. Olave is that dude.
And Jonathan Taylor will miss the game.
You think so?
I just saw it.
Hey, Chris Olave, dude or dud?
Dude, he's a dude.
He's a dude. He's a dude, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good.
Chris Olave might beat him in London so far. My 2 favorite of the young bunch.
What else? What else? There's a look ahead at some of those games. What else is a game that might miss?
Well, here's another guy. Here's another game where I think you might have a couple. You might have a couple undercover dudes keeping this thing close. The Jags haven't been world beaters. There's 7 over the Texans. These are large spreads. Nobody ever covers. Nobody covers. I'm thinking all these 5, 7, 14, 8. Just take them all.
This might be a week where you just pray. Yeah, dog on premise. There it is. Dog on premise. I think it's just a week where you take the points with a lot of the dogs.
Think about this. I'm going to rapid fire down the thing. Would you be nervous? Packers are giving 8.5 to Giants. I wouldn't mind taking the 8.5. We're not making our picks. We're just hypothetically speaking. The Jets are getting 3 to the 2-less Dolphins. The Jets look pretty this way, and the Dolphins look pretty this way. Now they're daring you to take the Jets. The Steelers, 14 to Buffalo. Come on. All they got to do is fuck up once. It's crazy. Chargers, my team. I love. I love me some Herbert. They're only 3 points over the Browns. Am I missing something? Why aren't they 9.5?
Yeah, right. I don't know.
Why aren't the Chargers 8 point? Wait. Okay, the Chargers are away. Oh, they made them a slighter road dog. They're trying to because they've been making these road dogs like 6, 7. They're a 3-point road dog at Cleveland. I don't know, man. All I know is Nick Chubb is so legit. He's so legit that if Cleveland sticks to that running game, I can see a low-scoring game. So
I
all
could.
these games are throw-ups. These are throw-ups. Vikings, Bears, Patriots, Lions,
Oh,
Titans, Commanders, Titans, Commanders. Ugh.
man, just
What
ugly.
what should we name the theme of this week? Bulimia?
I
Ugh.
don't know. And I don't like this.
Jeez.
It's a week, like I said, where you just take a lot of the dogs and you just take the points and just hope for the best. I don't think this is
This
this
is
is
a week where you go to South Florida and you kick your feet up at a tiki bar with 2 shots of tequila and a Corona and a lemon, and you say, "Thank you, I'll have another." While you're
yeah.
watching. Oh, hey, that's what I'm going to be doing. Hey.
Oh yeah.
But hey, the games right now. This
I
is
know.
not a week to zone in on like just a team. This is something where teasers could come into effect because the spreads are so large.
I
If
think so.
we really think these teams are going to take care of business, you can knock them down. Like, think about this. Like, I'll give you a perfect case in point. Vikings, Bears. Can the Vikings possibly fuck up this game? So if we're thinking no, and we trust them, we knock them from 7 down to 1. Then we work with another team. Capiche?
Yeah. What if we fuck with the Chargers and we get them taking like 3?
There you go. So at 6 points, see that's a funny one because a teaser, if a parlay, if you tie on one, it becomes a void and you just have a straight bet. A teaser, if one of them ties, you lose. You know that?
Well, also too, is with the teaser thing, I feel like a lot of betting sites, you can just go into the game and then we can just take Minnesota like -2.5, and let's say
Right.
they
We can make it our own.
yeah, and then we can just take the Chargers getting 3.5, and
You
then
know
if
what we should do? We should compare those odds. We should do a 2-team teaser, bump the Vikings down to 1, Chargers plus 3.5 separate, see what it pays, then see what the teaser would pay if we robbed ourselves to half a point, only took 3. Because I don't think
yeah,
the Chargers are losing anyway.
I don't
Like,
think
I'm
the
not
Chargers
even worried about that.
and also too is I think that them getting a field goal too, you can't really go wrong with that.
I don't know if you know this, but 3-team teasers, you're allowed to add 10 maximum points to your liking. What if we did a 3-team teaser? Would you have the cojones to take the Steelers plus 24? Honestly. Would you take the Steelers plus 24 or would you take the Patriots -4? I don't know, man. If the Patriots win by a field goal, you still fucking lose.
Wait, -4. The Patriots would have to be +4.
No, they're -14. You can only give them 10. They're still -4.
No, the Patriots?
Yeah. Yeah, the Patriots. I'm sorry, Ryan. Who's
Yeah,
playing the Bills? The
the
Bills.
Bill.
I'm sorry. The Bills are 14-point favorite over the Steelers. Would you take the Steelers plus 24 or the Bills -4? What's the smart bet? Or you could take them both. You know that, right? I've hit teasers where I've taken them both. Bills win by 8, we all win. Yeah. There's a lot of ways to go. A lot of the guys subscribed here and girls, they don't know this stuff yet. So when we go on, I want to talk about this stuff. How you can add 10 points to 3-team teasers, how you can alternate your spreads.
I mean, that wouldn't be bad where you take the Bills -4 and then the Steelers plus 24.
Right. And then another game, you add the 10. You take the fucking Giants and you give them 19.5. Bada bing.
Yeah, same game teaser.
Yeah, man. What are you hesitating? We're Giants fans. You don't like that? Let's go, Ryan.
Giants
fans. We got the greatest running back in the world right now.
But we also don't have a quarterback. We have the best running back and no quarterback.
He takes snaps from the Wildcat. He's so tremendous. Don't worry about it. He'll play quarterback and running back this week.
I think he might. He might.
Hey, Tyrod's got a concussion. He's out for sure.
I guess. I don't know. That's what they're saying. It worked out 2 quarterbacks.
All I know is I love, speaking of hometown teams, I like Michael Carter a lot. I like Brees Hall a lot. I like Corey Davis a lot. I like Elijah Moore, and I like the best one, Wilson. I like their skill position players. If the Jets can put it together, they're going to be some team. Hey, Chiefs, 7-point favorite against the Raiders on Monday night. The Raiders just won divisional game. Raiders are 1-3. Chiefs are 3-1.
I mean, I know the Chiefs. Well, you know what? I loved the Chiefs on Sunday night against the Bucs, and they beat the wheels off them, and they looked good, man.
You think the Raiders Hey, 3-point teasers are the way to go this week. It just hit me like
All right.
like a bag of shit right in the head. Fucking 3-team teasers. You mean to tell me you wouldn't feel comfortable with the Colts plus 13, the Steelers plus 24, and the Raiders plus 17 or something like that?
And then the Cardinals. Add the Cardinals like 12.5.
Woo! Cardinals. Where are the Cardinals? Cardinals
know,
5.5. Five and a half underdog. So you take them at home, getting 15.5. Philly, like you said, they've been in the fucking rain all week. They're traveling to Arizona. They're gonna have a little fun. They're on the West Coast. Teams that travel from coast to coast always lay a little bit of a dud. You're gonna give me Arizona, who just won last week and finally looked like a little cohesive, plus 15.5. That's part of a good teaser we could talk about. I love how we get this pop
5.5. Well, what if you add 10? You take the Cardinals plus 15.5, the Raiders plus 17.5.
Right.
But I like it.
There's so much we can do, Ryan. There's so much we can do. I like taking an early look like this, so by the time we get closer to game day, we have a little something in plan. We killed them last week.
I know. I think what we could do, or what I think people should look at, is we add points to our favorite dogs of the week, teams that we just think that we don't know if they'll win outright, but we know they're going to get a little closer and have a chance to cover that spread. So then we just add points to those teams that we think could keep it close. I don't know.
I got one. Tell me if you agree with this. Seattle's a 5.5-point dog to the Saints. If you add 10 with them, would you feel comfortable with the Seahawks plus 15?
And I mean, the way the Seattle looks pretty good, they're playing well. The Saints, I don't know what's going on with them. That's what I mean, is you could pick a couple games where we got a zone. No, it's only midweek right now. So I think good little look ahead. The games look a little washy, so I think I like it.
And you know what's weird about this season? I just want to know before we really wrap it up. We're only 1 month in. There's only one undefeated team, which is pretty unheard of, and which is even more unheard of. There's all 32 teams in the league have a win already. That's parity, man. Real football has become fantasy football. Nobody stays together for a long time. Everybody's hopping teams, and anybody could win any year, just about. It's becoming like fantasy. Guys, mid-season, Odell last year, I want out of here. Gone. Like, it's becoming like fantasy. Look at the records. Miami and Buffalo are 3-1. Cleveland, Cincy, and Baltimore all 2-2. Jacksonville and Tennessee 2-2.
With the Colts right
the league 3-1. Look at the divisions. Tampa Bay's got to contend with Atlanta. They're tied for first place at 2-2. So even if Tampa Bay is a little down,
what about the Saints?
Are they 2-2 as well? I think that might be. I'm not sure what the Saints are. I didn't see, but I know Tampa Bay and Atlanta. I think the Saints might be one game behind them. Minnesota, Green Bay 3-1. That's going to be a close race. And the NFC West, every team is 2-2. Rams, Niners, Cards, Hawks 2-2 down the board. So that's why nobody knows what's going on. There's more parity than ever. There's more parity. So we don't know yet. This is where we're gonna find out the meat and potatoes of the season. This next month.
I agree.
This next 4 weeks is gonna be like the explosion of the clear picture.
The meat and potatoes.
Hell yeah. I just wanted to get a little grip on the lines and what we're looking at, and see if we're on the same page for the week.
I like that. All right, NOOCH. Does it for ahead. Picks, like and subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 4,000 hours, but I only got 500 subscribers. Hey, you haters, you know you're watching. Hit that button. Right, I'll see you later, brother. Talk to you later.
Later, brother.